I'm taking this team into ranked seasons where every player has higher than 100 contact versus both sides and lower than 80 power versus both sides. We're the home team, so we get to pitch first using one of my best pitcher cards of the year, Brandon Webb, facing Superfractored Garrett Cole. Now, the reason I'm doing this team build today is because I score most of my runs off home runs. So I'm curious to see if I can win a game or do well using players that can't really hit home runs, that are more focused on contact and getting base hits. Full count to Lindor, hit it straight to Paul Molitor for out number 2. Wait, the first 3 guys in my opponent's lineup are Superfractored parallel 5, and then his pitcher's parallel 5. When I'm editing this video, I'm gonna have to go back in the lineup screen and see just how many of the 9 players were parallel 5, because right now, it's seeming like everybody. We're on our way to the bottom of the first inning, seeing how the high contact, low power team could do today. A little bit off of that one. It's a quick out number 1. Not my first hit of the game, 74 speed, no infield single. We're just like that, 1 out away from a quick 1-2-3 inning of our own. That's ball 4 to John Beardy. The perfect game is gone. We got our first base runner. Luis Arraez is our cleanup hitter. And Luis Arraez, perfect, 78 power. This is exactly why I'm not sure if I want to use a team build like this again. Wow. That kind of sucks, but hey, man, after 1, we're tied at 0. And there's out number 1 in the top of the second. If we can pitch well, hopefully we'll start scoring some runs. I would love to win this game. We're still trying to make a World Series division. There's out number 2. Paul Molitor is going to get there no problem. 1 more for another scoreless inning for Brandon Webb. 3-2 to Bryce Harper. I'm going to give him a hittable pitch. I hope I don't regret it. John Beardy, no problem. Another scoreless inning for Brandon Webb. Let's go try to pick up where we left off. Maybe another perfect off of Garrett Cole. Oh, we were actually super close. I like that we had good timing too. Maybe we're starting to pick Garrett Cole up a little bit. Jeff McNeil. Oh, I thought he had a base hit. We just got robbed. What a play by the first baseman. Paul Molitor breaks up the no-hitter. There we go. Okay. 90 speeds on first. The bad news is there's 2 down, but maybe he just started a 2-out rally. Oh, Stephen Kwan dropping the PCI. We are around the baseball, though. After 2, we're tied at 0. We got that first hit out of the way. Things are feeling like they're about to pick up against Garrett Cole. Now we just need Brandon Webb to keep dealing on the mound. There we go. Starting off this inning, 94 speed. Not able to get there with an out number 1. No, man. So now Brandon Webb has allowed 3 runs off of 2 home runs given up in all of his innings pitched. That was a good pitch, man. Got him chasing an outside sinker, but if we don't want him to be able to hit a home run, it needs to be a little bit more outside, maybe a little bit lower next time. And I'm down to my final 21 outs in this game. Salvador Perez following the homers, popping out for out number 2. There we go. Besides the home run, not a bad inning. Still pretty happy with the pitch, but I just need to make sure a little bit lower, maybe a little bit more outside if I'm continuing to throw it. Now we need to try to get that run back as soon as we can. Oh, just missing that 4-seamer. We have overall been around the baseball. It seems like it's only a matter of time before the hits and the runs start flying. Tim Raines, perfect. That one's not going to be caught. Oh, man. Crushed it to tie the game at 1. Only a matter of time before the runs start flying or whatever I said. His first of the year is a big one to tie this game. Now coming up's Tony Tanks. And Tony Gwynn lines out to right field. Still hitting the ball pretty well. Oh, man. Missed that way late, way under with John Beardy after 3. At least we're tied at 1. Nice homer for Tim Raines. Can't allow any more homers with Brandon Webb coming back on the mound. I have not thrown a single fastball this game. And I don't know if I'm going to throw another run I can't talk. I don't know if I'm going to throw another one the rest of the game. Leadoff single for Lindor. Looking for a double play. That's not a double play. Actually, it's back-to-back pitches, back-to-back singles. 2 on, nobody down. This is already a stressful inning. We just tied the game. I don't want to be losing again. Okay, so I need to aim the changeup even lower than we did right there. It looked like he left early. I'm going to just throw to second just in case. Nah, he didn't. So now, another one of those, and we're losing again. So what I really need is a double play. I'm aiming that sinker low. I'm getting those perfect releases. Craig Biggio. At least he got one. We're losing by one again. Not losing by two thanks to Tim Raines, but let's try to keep the deficit where it is. He's stealing. I didn't even throw the ball. Oh, man. And there we go, striking out Harper. We lost the lead again, only down by one. I think we could get that back pretty easily. We showed just how easily in the bottom of the third. What's going to happen in the bottom of the fourth? Oh, hit that one hard. They had him played perfectly for round number one. Striking out with Joe Torre. No, no, no. We don't want to be chasing these. Let's try to have a bit better eye. Maybe start a 2-out rally. That's a great pitch. Okay, after 4, we're down 2-1. All I got to do now is not allow any more runs, and I think we'll be fine. 1 pitch, 1 out. John Beardy's been getting busy at shortstop today. His fielding's been seeming pretty good. I think Stephen Kwan should get here. Wait, maybe my left fielder will. Somebody got there. Sometimes it seems like the game automatically gives me the guy who has a worse chance at fielding the ball. I don't know if you have ever experienced that. John Beardy not able to get there. All right, it's a 2-out base hit, and I need Ricky Henderson to not do any damage. He's 0 for 2 to start this game. Now he's going to be 0 for 3 on our way to the bottom of the 5th inning, looking to at least tie the game here. I thought Paul Molitor tied it. If we had someone with more power, I think that probably would have been a home run. We were a little bit under it, but 75 power and not even able to get it to the warning track. Oh, now I'm just swinging at everything. We got to be a little bit more patient. Already down to my final out in inning number 5. Missed that one with Craig Biggio. I am regretting using this team today. After 5, we're still down 2-1. Brandon Webb, 6th inning on the mound coming up. We got the bullpen warming up already. Let's see if he can get us another scoreless. Lindor should be on number 1. Brandon Webb, there we go. That's going to drop, isn't it? Yeah, jammed Gio Urshela a little bit. Now we need a double play following the 1-out single. Striking out Jordan. That's a big out number 2. Ian Kinsler's 0 for 2. If he's 0 for 3, it's another scoreless inning for Brandon Webb, and he's going to be 0 for 3. Brandon Webb, honestly, might be one of, if not my favorite pitchers so far for MLB The Show 23. If you haven't tried this card, I would recommend at least giving him a shot. If you have tried him, have you had as much success as I have? Because he's been one of my favorites, one of my best performers. Tim Raines, the only run for us in this game. Will love a second solo shot to just tie it up right here. No, chasing a pitch again. At least we had good timing, but I need a little bit better eye. Tony Gwynn's 0 for 2. That's got to mean that he's due. Is he due? Easy ground out. Swinging at a pitch in the zone at least, but we got to get the PCI back on the ball. It almost felt like I was doing a little bit better earlier in the game compared to right now. 2 down for John Beardy. I feel like it's probably John Birdie, but I keep saying Beardy. Either way, that's fallen in for a hit. I wish one of those other ones would have just gone for a home run, and that would have been an out. But here we are, 99 speed on first with 2 down. Something into the gap, and we tie this game. Oh, that's not into the gap. I was on top of it. I was early. I didn't even know the PCI could go that high above the zone, but 2 2-out singles has us in a good position to tie this game with Joe Torre coming up to bat. And Joe Torre's going to get down. It's going to tie this game. I'll stop him at first. We'll stop the other guy at third. Could we keep this 2-out rally going and take the lead? No. I'm under that one so much. I'm glad that we tied the game. Can we hold on to the tie, not give it back up? I brought in Billy Wagner to face Bryce Harper. Probably shouldn't have been throwing the outside pitch if we had the shift on him like that. The go-ahead run is now in scoring position to lead off the 7th. Ronald's going to ground out, advancing the runner to third. What a play, though, by Paul Molitor right there. Barehanded to get him. I'm really tempted to walk Byung-Ho Park, who already has a home run. I think I'm going to try to intentionally walk him. Maybe get him chasing and get a lucky strikeout, but preferably, I guess, set up a double play. 3-2. I'm just going to go for the strikeout. Probably stupid, but we'll see what happens. We've lost the tie. Our opponent is winning once again. 3-2. Let's try to get out of this with the deficit still at 1. Salvi, that's a big out number 2. I'm so happy that's not just a 2-run shot. 1 more out away from only being down by 1 again. We've come back from that a couple times. I think we could do it 1 more time. And that's going to be out number 3. So we have had a few just 1-run innings that have cost us so far. Let's try to get our 3rd 1-run inning of the game to tie it up. Paul Molitor, Stephen Kwan, Craig Biggio going to be facing this 97 Lee Smith. Paul Molitor, that's the tying run, at least a double. We might go for a triple. That is in the best part of the ballpark for us. Bryce Harper in right field. I'm stopping at second. I don't want to risk it with nobody down. We could have been safe, but no point right there. Stephen Kwan. Let's try to drive him in. No, Stephen Kwan. It's not the worst thing we could have done, but it's one of the worst things. No advance. We need our number 9 hitter to at least get him to 3rd, but preferably drive him in. Craig Biggio's 0 for 2 to start. I thought we just went yard. Wow. Oh, wait, we're going home if that's fair. It is fair. He just tied the game. Maybe this team build is kind of nasty for stuff like that, but I'm still hating that they don't have enough power to hit home runs a few times earlier in this game. I just struck out. Wow. Oh, and I'm going to second. Are we going to be safe? We are. So in scoring position, another little blooper, and we could actually take the lead. Tony Gwynn's 0 for 3. One of my favorite cards in MLB The Show history is always Tony Gwynn cards. He's got to be due for something. Got to be patient. Wait for my pitch. Oh, man. At least we tied the game, though. 3-3 after 7. A little bit of a back and forth. Can we just have another scoreless inning and try to take the lead? From 3-0 to 3-2 to Lindor. And that's going to be a leadoff single. Gio should be out number 1. I need a double play after this. Whew, Stephen Kwan able to get there. Please, Lord, MLB gods, let us get a ground ball double play off the bat of Yordan Alvarez. He's 0 for 3. I'm assuming we're probably going to see a pinch hitter at this point with Aaron Loop on the mound. Ian Kinsler on deck. And that's bringing up Parmesan Carlos Stanton. I thought he struck out. Oh, he's barely able to make contact. Still barely able to make contact. 3-2 to Stanton. I'm just going to go up. And it's ball 4 to Stanton. The pinch hitter, Ian Kinsler, 0 for 3 on the day. I need him to be 0 for 4. 3-2 now to Ian Kinsler. I'm just going to really try to paint this and get a double play. And it's ball 4. The bases are loaded. Harper's coming up to bat. 1 down. Force play at any base. And Harper is going to give my opponent the lead once again. Tim Raines able to get there. No perfect throw home. It wouldn't have mattered. It's 4-3. Let's try to make that the only run scored here in the inning. Devin Williams coming in to face Ronald with 2 down. Ronald's grounding it up the middle, and we are losing by 2. Oh, man. Runners on the corners. 5-3. I can't let it get any worse than this. And Craig Biggio not able to get there. I thought that was just straight to him. Oh no, it's 6-3. It's 7-3. It's falling apart here in the top of the 8th inning. It's 9-3. Oh man, this has been the worst inning of the game. Well, we're down by 6, down to our final 6 ounce. I really hope we could somehow come back. I'm really wishing that I could have that inning on the mound back. That was a little bit rough. Good start from John Beardy. You know, we need to keep hitting the ball hard if we want a chance to get some hits and runs. Got to keep hitting the ball hard if we want a chance to get some hits and runs. That's going to be down for a 1-out double off the bat of Luis Arraez. Joe Torre's early on that. Sad. I wish we could have had a home run. Especially when I go and strike out. Dang it, man. Got to have a 2-out rally now. Our opponent scored a lot of runs with 2 outs. I could do the same. Jeff McNeil 0 for 3. Let's try to make it 1 for 4. Is it going to get through? No, but we're hitting the ball hard. That was another good swing. 95 off the bat. So if we could do that in the 9th inning, We have a chance to come back if we could get some hits. 1 out here in the top of the 9th inning. 2 outs here, top of the 9th inning, and I really wish I would have made some better pitches in the top of the 8th inning, because we could really easily have had a chance to win this game, and now the chance is pretty slim. All because, for the most part, one really bad inning, which was the top of the 8th. We're 2 strikes away from going to the bottom of the 9th, down by 6. Let's hope that 2-out single doesn't come back to bite us. And there we go. Scoreless top of the 9th. Yeah, that top of the 8th inning was so far the big difference maker. We're down to our final 3 outs. Have to score at least 6 runs if we don't want to lose this first game today. Good start from Paul Molitor. Now we just got to go ahead and do that 5 more times. 1 pitch, 1 homer, his first of the year. Steven Kwan with a base hit. It's not over quite yet. No, don't be a double play. 90 speed. It shouldn't be a double play, right? Wow. Tim Raines. We got to start a 2-out rally. Try to get good timing, though, please. Hey, that's not a terrible swing, man. 93 off the bat. We lose 9-4. Maybe we'll pull through with a win in this one. We're pitching first as the home team again. Bob Gibson on the mound facing Luis Castillo. And that's a pretty good start from Bob Gibson. 1 batter, 1 strikeout. I need as many scoreless innings on the mound. This team has not been able to put up a lot of runs so far, especially in that first game. We're hoping they could put up more, but I need to allow less here in game number 2. And that's 2 batters, 2 strikeouts. But no 3 strikeout inning, and actually my perfect game and no-hitter are both gone, following that 2-out single from Chipper Jones. There we go. Besides that 1 hit, not a bad first inning from Bob Gibson. Let's try to get our first hit, first base runner, maybe even take an early lead. Oh, Tim Raines under that one by quite a bit. Good timing, though. I like seeing good timing, but I would prefer it if the PCI was on the ball. Tony Gwynn, a.k.a. Tony Tanks. Where was this last game when I needed it most? Into the bullpen. Just like that, a 1-0 lead. His second of the year is a nice one. I would have loved if that got through. Hey, anytime we don't strike out, that's always a good sign for me. I like putting the ball in play. I thought Luis Ariz just went the opposite way. Nah, we took the lead in the first, though. 1-0, 24 outs away with Bob Gibson from getting the win in this one. Let's see if it holds. I think this is, yeah, 99 Mickey Mantle to start the top of the second. That's always one of my least favorite things, is getting a foul ball like that, because you were so close to the strikeout but barely missed it. At least we're able to get out number 1 off Mickey Mantle, but sometimes I end up making a mistake pitch that leads to like a 6 or 7 run inning. So I'm really hoping we can be good on the mound this game for the entire game. Striking out Munetaka Murakami. I'm liking Bob Gibson so far too. I'm actually really liking my rotation. We have that 99 Brandon Webb, 99 Bob Gibson, 99 Ueno, and then I think right now the Kaiju series Mike Mussina and Corey Kluber, but I haven't really used either of those guys online. 0-2 to Jorge Posada, 2 down top of the second. 44 speed, and it's another scoreless. That's not a bad swing from Joe Torre. A little bit early though. We got to try to get good timing. Jeff McNeil falling in for a 1-out single. Let's try to add on to our lead. I would love to average at least 1 run per inning. I saw a pitch. I swung at it, and we grounded into a double play. If you've made it this far into the video, maybe let me know in the comment section by telling me your favorite type of ice cream. I feel like for me, it's hard to pick just one. I haven't really had any ice cream that I dislike. I've got a pretty big sweet tooth if I'm gonna be honest. One of my favorite flavors is anything to do with peanut butter. If I could have some peanut butter ice cream, I love that. Turtle sundaes, vanilla with some hot fudge. There's just so many different types of ice creams out there, and I haven't found any that I don't like. Bob Gibson hasn't found a hitter that he can't do good against, man. That's already 4 strikeouts. And that's already out number 2, 1 out away from another scoreless. Now that it's finally warm out again, though, I've been going to Culver's and I've been getting their lemon ice. It's one of my favorite treats in the summer. 3 scoreless so far for Bob Gibson. Let's show him our appreciation. Score some more runs. Bottom of the 3rd, 8-9 one-hitters due up. Steven Kwan's the start. And it's going to be 1 pitch, 1 out for him. I'm swinging at everything right now. The issue is all of the pitches are in the strike zone. And I'm somebody who, if I'm getting a pitch in the strike zone, a lot of times I'm trying to swing at it. Maybe I need to wait for a hang-in pitch, a pitch down the middle. Yeah, no, I'm just swinging at everything. We got to be a little bit more patient, at least until 2 strikes. I really thought Tim Raines went yard for the 2nd time today. All right, after 3, it's 1-0. I don't know about you, but I think I prefer having a little bit more action. Now, while I'm at the plates, I would hope I could just have 0 base runners every game all the time on the mound. But in terms of especially the videos, I don't think pitcher duels are as entertaining as high-scoring games. Now, with that being said, last game, for the most part, up until the 8th inning, was for the most part a pitcher's duel. And that seemed like, to me, a pretty entertaining game because it was back and forth. My opponent would score, take the lead, I would tie it back up. They would take the lead again, I would tie it back up. So, in that way, a pitcher duel could be entertaining. But when it's just a bunch of donuts on the scoreboard, that's not as entertaining, in my opinion. But you never know, and you're not always going to just have an extremely high-scoring game every time. Don't fall. Tim Raines. There we go. No problem for round number 2. And look at that, another scoreless inning for Bob Gibson. That's 4 of them. We've got 1 run in the first 3 innings. Would it be 1 run in the first 4? I guess we'll find out. I don't think it's going to fall with the Commerce comment out there. Tony Gwynn, 1 for 2. He had the home run that put us in the lead earlier. Not able to get another one right there. John Birdie's coming up now to face Luis Castillo. And I'm still swinging at everything. His pitch counts, it can't be above 30, right? Yeah, 29 pitches with 2 outs in the 4th inning. That's not too great for me. Great swing. 2-out rally, hopefully started from Luis Ariz. Should be a double, 59 speed, no problem. Another one of those, and we've doubled our lead. That's going to score. It's not a double, but hey, Joe Torre with a 2-out single. And our lead has doubled from 1 up to 2. Jeff McNeil, first pitch swinging. I'm going to make a rule for myself in the bottom of the 5th inning. No first pitch swinging unless it's right down the middle. 1 pitch, 1 out though, top of the 5th inning. My opponent might need to adopt a similar rule. 99 Mickey Mantle, grounding out there. Let's do Munetaka Murakami the same pitch and hope he's over 2 today as well. So, I hung a slider down the middle. I don't think I've missed a pitch that badly this entire game, and I'm glad we got that insurance run, but wow. I was so confident in myself with a 2-run lead, and now that it's back down to 1, I don't know if I'm that confident anymore. Full count to Jorge Posada. That's a big out number 2 following the homer. Let's just keep the deficit where it is. We're still winning, which is good. At least we're not tied. At least we're not losing. Lighting Matt Chapman. Final hole for our opponent. Nothing doing. Top of the 5th. Besides that 1 home run, it's been 5 really good innings so far for Bob Gibson. I don't think it's going to get down, but Paul Molitor hit that one well to start the bottom of the 5th inning. And yeah, it's really seeming like this team, the high contact, low power, is not nearly as good as guys with high contact and high power. Missed that one. We've had a lot of good timing with the PCI just barely missing the ball today. After 5, it's 2-1. What a quick inning. It's been a pretty quick game so far. I need Bob Gibson to just not allow any more home runs and we'll be fine. There we go. Starting off the 6th inning with the pop out. Trey Turner has 99 speed. He's on first following that single. I hung a slider, but I don't think Ricky Henderson was ready for it. That's a big out number 2. 3-2 to Chipper. Runners going. It's ball 4. Fernando to Paul. I'm just going to step on 3rd. And we get out of the 6th inning. No runs allowed. Woo! Not stressful at all. Tim Raines with Tony Gwynn on deck. Our 1-2-3 hitters here. Bottom of the 6th. Great start from Tim Raines. Perfect, perfect. Man, I think the last game could have been different if we would have had some of those go for homers instead, because I think I do a little bit better, especially on the mound, when I am winning and not losing. I feel like not having stress on me at all just makes me play a little bit better, helps me focus. I don't know if any of y'all are the same way, but we have a 3-1 lead. Let's try to add on to it, and then more importantly, hold on to it. We're not quite to that 8th inning yet. No, John Birdie, man. We've been seeing the ball pretty well today. A lot of hard hit balls, and I'm really thinking if I would have just been using my God squad, we would have had a lot more runs overall. I'm glad we have the lead. 2 down, Joe Torre up to bat. Still chasing way too many pitches. After 6, we're up by 2. And there is out number 1 in the top of the 7th. I gave up a home run on a slider to Murakami in his last AB, so I'm going to throw another one. And I hung another one. I hope he runs on Tony Gwynn. Oh, he is! We got him! Tony Gwynn! No, man. I waited a little bit too long to pick it up. All right, it's a double. The tying runs up to bat. As long as I don't give up a game-tying home run, I'll be chilling. Posada up the middle. Gonna get a throw to the cutoff. 3-2. Double play ball. Okay. 7 great innings from Bob Gibson. Really, it's been a couple mistake sliders to Munetaka Murakami that have cost us. We still have a lead. I'm hoping, though, to add on to it at least a little bit. Luis Castillo, 48 total pitches. I'm not sure if I've been way too impatient at the plate or if my opponent's been throwing too many strikes. I think it's probably me being a little bit too impatient. And on an 0-2 count, we're popping out with Jeff McNeil. I mean, I'm first pitch swinging there, but that's like right down the middle. Steven Kwan makes it out number 3. Here is the 8th inning, the place where we lost the game last time. I'm hoping that's not the same here. He's bunting with Santander. Paul Molitor not able to get the out. It's a leadoff single. Oh, Blue. Blue, I wish you would have given me that call. I guess I got to aim it here and then get my perfect releases. That's not even a perfect release. It's ball 4 to Trey Turner. The tying run is in scoring position. The go-ahead run is on base with nobody down. Bunting with Ricky Henderson. At least we got 1 out, but now the tying run is a sacrifice fly away. I think I got to walk Chipper Jones here. Set up a force play at any base. See what happens, man. Bases loaded, 1 down. Fernando Tatis Jr. is 0 for 3. Let's try to get some confidence back. Here we go. And Fernando goes the other way with a grand slam to make it 6-3. And really, besides that grand slam, I think I pitched okay in that inning, but it really cost us. I'm down to my final 6 ounce once again. At least it's not quite as big of a deficit as that last game. I am ready to be done with this team, I think. Tony Gwynn hits it well, and he gets it through. A 2-out base hit. If we could somehow get a home run for a 2-out rally, we'd be right back in this game. And John Beardy brings up the tying run. Does it get through? It does. 74 speed. I'm sending him home. No, I'm not, man. I think Ricky Henderson would have hosed me. No, we might have been safe. Bases loaded, 2 down. The tying run's on base. Let's see what happens. We have Joe Torre up to bat, facing the lefty, Andrew Chafin. If I had good timing, that probably would have been a grand slam. Oh, man. Story of my life. And I strike out with Joe Torre. He's safe at third. Why did he throw to third and not first? Wait, we actually live to see another day. The tying runs in scoring position. Jeff McNeil, what position is he playing? He's currently my DH. I think I got to bring in Al Kaline at this point. I really do. Get the advantage righty-lefty. I'm struggling lefty-lefty recently. We missed it with Al Kaline. Good timing, and the PCI just barely below the ball. Only down by 2. If we can have a scoreless top of the 9th inning, It'll be a bloop and a blast in the bottom of the 9th to tie it up. 1 pitch, 1 out. It's a good start here. What we need, top of the 9th inning. Running out of time. That's a big strikeout. And I am really sad that we gave up that grand slam in the 8th inning. It's the same as last game. 1 bad inning, both of them were the 8th. And besides those, we played well enough to win. But 1 bad inning so far for each game has cost us on the mound. We took the L in the first game. What's going to happen here in this game? Final 3 outs, 7, 8, 9 hitters. Bloop and a blast is all we need to tie it up. 1 pitch, 1 out in the top of the 9th inning. I should say the bottom of the 9th inning. All game long, though, I'm just first pitch swinging for easy outs. Is that 2 pitches, 2 outs? It is. Okay. 2-out rally is going to happen here. Craig Biggio, final hope. Is it going to get through? No, we lost another one. I'm sorry that we lost both games, but I hope you all enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you did. Subscribe for daily uploads. I will see you in tomorrow's daily upload. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.